The mission and vision of Black Architects in the Making, Orlando, is to further diversity within the field of architecture. So how do we do that? Well, we connect with middle school and high school students, and we engage them in different workshops over about a 6-month period. And the importance of this is to lay out a wide array of experiences for these students that come from underserved areas, a lot of times, who have not been introduced or given the opportunity to even experience what architecture entails. And so we step in to fill that gap. And our hope is that these students will be enlightened and enticed to just want to further their interest within the field of architecture or within the related fields of other industries that we work with on a day-to-day basis. Our mission ultimately is to offer these students an experience, an opportunity to potentially become architects down the line by way of support from our organization. So every year we host our internship program, and by doing this we give our students an opportunity to gain a real-world experience as an architect. So we connect them with various firms around Central Florida, and this past year we had the opportunity to collaborate with Career Source of Central Florida. The way this happens is somewhat like a career fair. And so I have a funny story that I like to share that really just kind of paints a beautiful picture of the true impact for our organization. So there was a young man, 18 years old, and he was a senior getting ready to graduate. And he comes up to our table and he said, hey, I'm interested in just learning more about, what do you all do? And funny enough, he didn't know what we did. He didn't use the word architecture, right? And the reason is because he never heard that word before. And I was just as surprised as you are. And so he says to me, he says, architecture, what's that? And I say, so I begin to explain. I say, you see the building that you're occupying right now? This was designed by an architect. And so that was a clear sign to me that we have a lot of work to do, right? It resonated with me that all the efforts that we're putting in are not in vain. And so it shows me that we are making a true impact in Central Florida and all the different underserved areas that we're able to connect with. Our organization conducts a series of workshops throughout the year. We also have other programs that we operate. And this grant would be highly influential in allowing us to obtain the different items and materials that we need. So for instance, our workshops, they're always hands-on and engaging. And one thing that BAM prides itself on is that we will never, ever charge any of our students for anything that we do. So therefore, it takes the support of sponsors and donors and grant opportunities such as this to help support what we do and help fund our workshops and our scholarship program as well. We service a large volume of students every year, and in order to sustain them, we have to be very intentional and strategic about our funding sources. And so the way that the NCF grant would be of benefit to us, it would allow us to increase students that we service further by way of acquiring more technologies. One of the big needs that we have currently is laptops. And so the NCF grant would be perfect to allow us to acquire at least 10 more laptops that can be loaded with all the programs that we utilize in our workshops for our students. So the reason that I am as passionate about my organization as I am is because as I was growing up, my mother used to tell me that you're going to be an architect. And the reason why she said that is because she just noticed that I would do little random funny things around the house, like picking up paper clips and rubber bands, which I would just kind of link them together. And in her mind, that equated to me becoming an architect. And so as I heard that over and over again, it's kind of stuck in my mind. So it pushed me in a direction to learn a little bit more about what an architect is and does. That story does not hold true for many. And so BAM genuinely wants to be able to step in and fill that void and be that person, that individual, that guidance that tells the student that they have the potential to become an architect, or that architecture exists, and we're here to show you what that is all about. So to be able to operate an organization that is made up of a team of professional architects that look like the students that we serve, just further shows them that it is possible to pursue and to become an architect one day. Thank you, and I truly hope that you will consider us as recipients of the NCF grant. We look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.